Hello, welcome to another Unwrapping. This time, Ultravox, Vienna, which is the 40th anniversary edition. It's got 5 CDs, 1 DVD, 66 tracks, 44 previously unreleased. Original album, new stereo mix by Stephen Wilson, previously unreleased rehearsals and concert, 5.1 surround mix by Stephen Wilson. So this has been on my list for a while, and you're probably thinking, well, yeah, this has been out for a while. Why are you doing Unwrapping now? Well, I've noticed sometimes when you keep things on your wish list on Amazon, they drop for like one day or a few hours or something. So, you know, I keep checking. And this is around £60, I think, and it dropped to £39. So it's like £20 off. And I thought, oh, that's good. And I thought, shall I buy it or shall I not? So I've got the album already. I know the album really well. I've got a few of the 12 inches. I bought them the day. By the way, the Vienna 12 inch that I bought, I was really disappointed with when I got it home because it was exactly the same as the album version and single. It wasn't extended or anything. But it did have Hair X on the other side, so that was quite a good German version of Mr. X. And there we are. But obviously it's better quality now. I'm looking at it, listening to it now, because it's a 12 inch. And then it does fill the 12 inch out, so it's a faster speed, better quality than buying it on a 7 inch. Right, let's just see what's on here. There's quite a lot on here. I mean, some's from tape, so I guess the quality is going to vary quite a bit. And I've got another niggle coming up. NTSC. Why isn't it PAL? This is a UK group. But at least it's region free. So it's 0 there and all there, so at least that. And of course this is when Midge Ure joined. John Fox gone off on his solo career, and this album has just got so many hits on it, and all the tracks are good. Even one of those albums where you like think, oh, I can't wait for the next track, or just forward it because I don't like this track. They're all good. Even the instrumental's nice as well. And it was right at the age when I was sort of a teenager, just in main school, and it brings back sort of memories around that time as well. I didn't know an awful lot about Ultravox. I'd listened to a few John Fox things, but this was really where I first started enjoying them. And what a good album it is. Of course, he was in Gary Newman, wasn't he? Keyboard player, quite often turned up. Actually, they both did, didn't they? As keyboard players with Gary Newman. And of course, then they all go off and do Visage as well, don't they? All sorts of other things going on. So this is in a sort of vinyl shape. You think this is going to be a multi-vinyl thing, but this is a CD one. Got to say that's quite a nice. That feels like that's stuck on actually. It feels like it's raised up slightly. It's a nice quality picture there. Almost the same as the original album, but they are raised and it feels like some effort's gone in. So let's hope it carries on. Well, you can tell instantly the difference in the quality of the picture. I mean, the outside one's much more glossy, isn't it? Deeper colour. Oh right, okay. Oh, okay, so all the CDs are in this. And what's this? Okay, there's quite a lot to look into then, isn't there? I'm expecting to find an album, an LP. Okay, what's this? Ooh, okay. Alright, so this is original shots for the album, or the back of the album maybe. Huh. Obviously found a favourite one there. That's quite a nice touch. Okay. Imagine if that would have been the cover. Mind you, I guess I'd be used to it by now. It's a bit clearer on the faces though. It's quite strange, isn't it? Really having it's like an alternative album. I feel like I've gone in a linear time stream, and I'm now reviewing the album in a Unwrapping in another universe. It's alright, I'm taking anything. I'm not getting spaced out. I was just dreaming. Okay, so that's obviously the cover. I'll do a little bit more closer on some of these, so get a bit more of a taste of it. Okay, so what's in this? Okay, so we've got a sort of a matte presentation here. Quite thick, actually very thick paper. I thought that was 2 pages then. Some really thick paper. Bit Dead Can Dance, isn't it, that one? God, I mean, read that. In 1979, when I joined Ultravox, we had nothing. No money, no label, no management, and very little basic equipment. These recordings show just what can be achieved with a couple of keyboards, some guitars, a handful of ideas, and a lot of naivety. Wow. I've got an early Gary Newman, and it's the other CD that came with it, all the demos of Our Friends Electric and those early ones. The demos actually had something about them. You could see it was forming into the singles and what have you. But they were really good. I preferred listening to that than the album. I guess it's because it's what you're used to, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to do a bit of a close-up here. Some of this. You may wish to pause and read. Just scan that slowly there. Look at some of the demo tapes. The order of things. Right, let's do it from there. I quite like this presentation. Nice quality paper. Quite a light type, but very nice, I think. I like the fonts and the way it's done. Pictures around the time. Of course, I'd never been to Vienna. It was some sort of, wasn't it a civic building or a town hall or something? They filmed it outside and it was sort of going off into a car park. And cruelly kept off #1 by Shut Up Your Face, wasn't it? So there was a lot of sort of one-hit wonders, novelty and comedy records all around this sort of time. They were just starting to die out a bit by about this time, but it still kept Vienna off #1. a novelty record. So there's a big overhang from the 70s as we went into the 80s. And I think a lot of electronic musicians had quite a hard time because they said, you know, you've got no talent at all. You just have to push one finger and it does it all. I do find that annoying sometimes because after spending hours and hours and hours programming a sequence and getting the right sound from synthesizer, spend hours and hours doing it, just to say you push a button and it does it all for you is... It just shows you've got no understanding of electronic music at all. I suppose it is possible to put a synth and make a few notes, but you've got to think. You've still got to think of your music and your lyrics and things. It's not as easy as you think, you know. I'm not aiming that at everyone. I'm just having a miniature moan because I don't think they were treated the same. I know Gary Newman wasn't treated the same on Top of the Pops and things to start with, but then they appreciated it because he wanted all white lighting and they really went for it, and so maybe there was a difference of opinion. Sleepwalk. Yeah, that was the 12-inch. That's the 12-inch I've got of Vienna. Same cover as that. Oh, Japanese ones. Da 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 la 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 la. Better stop this, I'll get complaints. It's quite a clean sound. The CD is quite sterile and clean sounding, so it'd be quite interesting to see if they've changed it about much and if this 5.1 mix is actually worth bothering with. Right, so there we are. So we've got like an album of pictures and things and writing. It's quite nice. There's something to look over when you listen to the music. It's always nice. And then we've got an album of CDs like so. Let's just pick one that's come out here. Number 5. St Albans, 1980. It's got quite a nice white front, and I will be putting all these in protective sleeves. Although saying that, this isn't too bad. There's actually a bit of room. CD moves about tiny. It doesn't actually. Some of these are so tight when you put them in that they scratch it as soon as it goes in. This one's a bit better. There's a bit more room. There's less chance of scratching these. Manufacturers, take note. If you're going to do this, that's the way to do it. A little bit more room, so the CD can move up and down slightly. There's less chance of scratching the thing to death. And that's the DVD there. Audio only. DVD? Why didn't... Right, okay, I thought... Why put it on DVD? Why not Blu-ray? Because Blu-ray's got much more room, so you can have nice uncompressed tracks. Well, to wait and see, I guess. B-sides, 1980, original analog master, LPCM, which is the code that your CD player chucks out to go to the DNA converter. So, well, let's hope it's going to be all right. It's 60 quid retail. It's quite a bit of money for buying another album again, but there's some nice artwork in there and stuff. It's quite well done. Bit disappointing that's not a Blu-ray. I mean, this has just come out. It hasn't. Well, just come out. Recent-ish. We haven't come out like 10 years ago. It'd be DVD then. Why are we still having DVDs now? DVD shouldn't even exist by now. It should all be Blu-rays. As we move on to 4K Blu-rays, it should just be Blu-ray. Just normal Blu-ray would be the standard. Who knows, we might even get to a moment where there are no DVD players. They only play Blu-ray. Can't see that happening. I can see them dying out completely though, optical media. Strangely though, CDs for me on my system still sounds better than streaming it. And I've actually streamed, I've ripped them myself. I use DB Power Amp, I've ripped the CD, played it from the NAS drive through my preamp, which you can stream into, and then put the CD in on the digital connection, so it's the same digital analog converters in my preamp, and the CD still sounds better. I mean, one's been converted from FLAC. So then I did a WAV, and I burnt the interesting one, Tron, the newer Tron. I burnt a CD of that back to WAV, and the CD sounded better than the original CD. I don't know. Anyway, there we are. So that's a little look at Vienna Deluxe Edition. Some really nice touches. Really nice touches. I mean, you think that's been delivered to someone's desk, wouldn't you? Well, there we are. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.